Let's find the volume of each of these. All right, what I recommend we do first is name those shapes. This is a rectangular prism. If you've done the surface area notes, this will look very familiar. This is a cylinder, a few differences, but mostly the same. This is a triangular prism. This is a pyramid, not a regular pyramid, rectangular down there. By the way, this one's also a pyramid. And this one's obviously a sphere. Okay, there's that. This one is a rectangular prism. Clearly it's a cube though. Dealt with that before. This one's a cone. You don't have to write all these if you don't want to. This one's a square pyramid. And this one is, oh no, it's half of a sphere. That'd be a hemisphere. Okay, this is going to go really quickly. We're just going to use the formulas. And you can look back at the formulas if you want to, but some of these are going to be really intuitive. So let's just jump in. With black ink okay with y'all? Sure, great. Okay, the volume of this is going to be base area times height. You can go length, width times height. Length times width times height on this one. Totally can. So length, width, height. The base area would be 6 by 10. And then you'd multiply by 3, and you're going to have 180 feet. It is volume, so they're cubic feet. All right, cylinder. It's going to be pi r squared multiplied by the height. So we're going to have pi times the radius. Radius is not 3. The diameter is 3, so the radius is 1.5. The height is 4. And we're going to have, let's see. Did this in my head previously and well, something similar in my head and got it wrong. Let's do this in terms of pi first. It's going to be 9. Oh, good grief, I should have done that. That's going to be 9 pi, and that's fantastic, but we're also going to find out what it would be as a decimal. First, let's put cubic feet, and that's also equal to 28.274 cubic feet. So either one, equivalent. All right, in terms of pi, not in terms of pi. In this one, where it's in terms of pi, you do not put pi in the calculation in terms of like when you put it in the calculator or Desmos or whatever. But what you will do is multiply by pi when you're done. Okay? Put the pi with it. And then to get it as a decimal, there, whoo, that was really lengthy. Let's try this again. Volume in this case is going to be, I'm going to write the formula, base area times height. And the base area is going to be a triangle. So 1/2 base times height times height. Okay, not the same heights. I'm not even going to put base times height times height. That's going to be super confusing. But the base area here is going to be 1/2. Well, the triangle area is going to be 1/2 2 times 2. It's the two numbers that make a right angle in a triangle. It's basically this situation over here. You do 1/2 times 2 times 2. That's what it is. And then we're going to multiply after we drop the red pen, and it wrote on my pants. It'll come out. Ooh, not plus, multiply. No. There we go. We're going to multiply by the height of the entire thing, which will be 4. There's that. And we'll figure that one out in our head. That would be 1/2 of 2 is 1. 1 times 2 times 4 would be 8, and that would be cubic millimeters. All right. Let's assess the damage. Oh, wow. Got to do some laundry. I'll show you. Big red streak all the way down my pants. Not really. All right, pyramid. 1/3 base area times height. Let's do it. 1/3 base area is a 11 by 4 rectangle. So 11 times 4. And then we're going to multiply by the height, which is 10. This one's going to get a little bit tricky. Let's ignore the 1/3 for a second. 44 times 10, that's 44 times 10 is 440. And then we want 1/3 of that. So it's 440 over 3. And this is cubic centimeters. If you want to get a decimal on that, you can. I am trying to do that in my head right now, but I'm a little bit, my neurons are misfiring. I'm a little hungry. 146 2/3 centimeters as well, either one. All right, for a sphere, the volume is 4/3 pi r cubed. And the radius is not 11, the diameter is 11. So if the diameter is 11, the radius is half of that. So we have 4/3 pi times 5½ cubed. Let's put this in terms of pi first. This one's going to still be a little sloppy. 4/3 times 5½ cubed. And that's what we have with a pi. Sounds delicious. I am kind of hungry. 221.83 repeating pi. And this is millimeters cubed, which is also equal to 696,910 cubic millimeters. Okay, another rectangular, not square pyramid. Told you these would go fast. 1/3 base area times height. Height. 1/3, 13 times 6 times 14. 13 by 6 rectangle down there, multiply by 14, which is the height. We can do this one mostly in our head. 13 times 6, don't know what it is, but 1/3 of 6, I mean, you can do it, but 1/3 of 6 is 2. 2 times 13 is 26 times 14. I wish I could do that in my head at the moment. I actually have been working on doing those in my head. That sounds weird. I have been practicing math in my head so I can get better at it. But then when the pressure's on in a video and you're gonna look stupid if you do it wrong and you start the whole video over, just type it in. There we go. All right, don't miss this one. The volume of this cube is, all right, length times width times height, which is 3, cubed, which is 27 cubic millimeters. That's all it is. Don't make it harder than it is. Really. All right, the volume of this cone, 1/3 pi r squared height. Get ready. You're gonna cry. You're gonna cry so hard. The volume is 1/3 times pi times the radius squared times the height, which is not 13. That is the slant height, my friends. We are friends, right? Right? Are we friends? Please tell me we're friends. Desperate mathematician needs friends. This is a right triangle. Let's use the Pythagorean theorem on it. 5 squared plus h squared equals 13 squared. And I would love to walk you through that whole thing. I'm not. 144. H is 12. Trust me, it is. So sometimes you'll have to use the Pythagorean theorem to find it. So 12. We can do this one in our head. 1/3 of that is sloppy. 1/3 of that is 4. 4 times 25 is 100. This is 100 pi cubic millimeters. Actually, we can do the rest of this in our head too. 100 pi means you take pi and you move your decimal 2 places. So 3.14 becomes 314, and then the rest of it, 3.14, 159, the rest, keep writing. We'll stop there. All right, next one, square pyramid. Again, I told you these would go fast. Things are going to slow down a little bit on this one. 1/3 base area times height. Slow down drastically. It's going to take 20 minutes on this one problem. Just saying. Base area is 2 squared. And the height is not 10. Same situation we had here. So we're going to deal with this thing where we have basically a... there's the red pen that just wrote on my pants. I see what you did, pen. Have you been bleeding? No, it's just a red pen. We're going to have a triangle, and here is your triangle. I know this is 10, and I know the whole thing is 2, so this must be 1, and this is the height that I'm looking for. So we're going to use the Pythagorean theorem again. 1 squared plus h squared equals 10 squared. We can go ahead and do some of this in our head. That means h squared is equal to 99, and the square root of 99 is desperately close to 10. It's just a little bit less than 10. So this is going to be like almost 10. So square root of 99 is so close to 10, you can smell it. You smell that 10? I smell it. You know what else I smell? Up dog. 950. We'll do that. So 9 point. Whoa, this is the wrong color. 9.950, and we'll keep going. So 4/3, you can do that, times 9.950. Or actually, you could get more accurate and go up and grab that last answer. It'd be much, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's start all over. We just decided that the square root of 99 was this, right? So we're going to do 1/3 times 4, so 4/3 times, go up and grab that last answer. You can copy and paste on Desmos if you want to. And so we have a little more accuracy, 13.266. 13.266 cubic yards. Last one. A hemisphere is half of a sphere, and a sphere is 4/3 power cubed. Half of 4/3 is 2/3. And so R, in this case, is 15. So 15 cubed, and we'll type that in. 2/3 times 15 to the third power, 2250. Pi cubic inches, which is also equal to, and I'm thinking outside the box, 2250 times pi is 7068. 7068.583, also cubic inches.